All right, so the next topic that we're going to be covering is the triangle inequality theorem. So this is talking about the sides of a triangle. So when you have the sides of a triangle, they cannot be any size. So if you notice here, we have this short little tiny leg right here. It tells us it's 2.7. And then we have here from B to C, they tell us is 16 units. And then from A to C is 25. So from here all the way it is 25. But if you notice, if I try to move it, oh, whoops, I went too far. I can never make a triangle with these because these two legs are way too short. They will never touch, right? So if they don't touch together, that means that we can't make a triangle out of it, okay? So I'm going to make this tiny little leg just slightly bigger. And so if I move it up, I believe we could be able to connect it. Oh. There you go. Oh, it's still not long enough. It barely misses it. So let me make it just a little bit longer. Probably a little bit more. There you go. And that should be able to make a triangle. So see how they meet up? Okay, so it can't be too short. And then also, I can also make this maybe a little bit too long. Let's see, this might work. If this one's too short and one of those is just too long, I won't be able to make a triangle. I probably will with this one because both of these are 25. Let's make AC a little bit smaller. And so if you notice, this one ends up being too long, okay, for us to be able to meet these two together. So there is a rule, which is the triangle inequality theorem. Let me go ahead and find it. Okay, so in order for a triangle to be constructed, the sum of the lengths of the two smaller sides must be bigger than the length of the largest side. Okay, so if we have, for example, here, I'm just going to do one of my basic triangles, my 3, 4, 5 triangle. These two legs, when you add them up, it needs to be greater than the third leg. So the 4 and 3, when we add it up, it gives us 7, and that should be greater than the longest leg, which is 5. If it's not greater than, then you are not going to be able to make a triangle with it. The legs are going to be too short. So here it says, state if the three numbers can be the measures of the sides of a triangle. If yes, then classify the triangle by its sides. Okay, so we find the two smaller legs. My two smaller legs are the 5 and the 6. So we see, is 5 plus 6 greater than 9? Well, 5 plus 6 gives me 11. So 11 is bigger than 9. So that's good. Yes, we can make a triangle. What type of triangle is this? Well, all three sides are different. So this is considered isosceles. Oh no, sorry. They're all different. Scalene. I don't know what I'm thinking. Scalene. Okay. The next one, we have 7, 22, and 12. So we look at the two smaller sides, which is 7 and 12. So 7 plus 12, is this greater than 22? So 7 plus 12 gives us 19. And 19 is not greater than 22. So no, this isn't a triangle, so we can't even classify it because it doesn't even make a triangle at all. These two legs are going to be too short, 7 and 12. So let's go ahead and use the manipulative just so you can see. 7, 12, and 22. So this is 7. This is 12. Just so you can see that it doesn't make a triangle. Oh, and 22. Oh. I wonder if I can type it in. Oh, yes, I can. 22. Enter. Okay, so as you can see, we're not able to make a triangle. This side is way too long. This doesn't reach all the way over there. The closest it reaches is right here. Okay, but it's not long enough. So then that's why this cannot make a triangle, is because this BC leg is too long. Okay, if you notice, can I move? Oh, it doesn't let me move point A. All right, so back to the notes. I was just showing you the example. Okay, this next one, 8, 8, and 1. So this is going to be considered an isosceles triangle. if it does make a triangle. So you have two legs that are the same, so you just need to add one of them. It doesn't matter which one. So 1 plus 8, is this greater than 8? 1 plus 8 gives you 9, so 9 is greater than 8, so yes, this will make a triangle. What type? An isosceles. And the last one, we're going to take the two smaller legs, so 10 and 9, so 10 plus 9. Is this greater than 11? Well, 10 plus 9 is 19. Yes, this is greater than 11. So then this means that it is a triangle, and specifically, since all the sides are different, it is a scaling triangle. Okay. So here it says two sides of a triangle have the following measures. Find the range of the possible measures for the third side. So they give us two. It could be possible that these two are the smaller sides, okay? So if they're the smaller sides, well, 9 plus 3 is going to give us 12, okay? So the numbers could be 12, okay? And then you're also going to take the two numbers and subtract them. So 9 minus 3 gives us 6. So that means that our side has to be less than 6, greater than 6, but less than 12. So that's how you would write it out, okay? So that's all you have to do with these two. You take the two numbers, 11 minus 10. That gives us 1. And then we have 11 plus 10. And that gives us 21. So that means our third side can be any number between 1 and 21 and still be a triangle. Okay? All right, the next one we do the same thing. We do 12 minus 8. That gives us 4. And then we do 12 plus 8. That gives us 20. That means that our third side has to be between 4 and 20. And the next one, we have 19 minus 6. This gives us 13. We do 19 plus 6, and that gives us 25. Right? And then that means that our third side needs to be a number between 13 and 25. So it has to be bigger than 13, but less than 25. Okay. So the next one says, in the triangle, the shortest side is opposite the smallest angle, and the longest side is opposite the largest angle. Order the sides of each of the triangle from shortest to longest. These lines came out off. It should be right here. I don't know why that happened, but they should be there. Okay, so if we look here, we look for the smallest angle. Well, the smallest angle is 55, so that means that the smallest side is this side across it, which is GE. So we're going from shortest to longest, so GE goes first. Okay, then we look at the next one. So the next number would be the 62. And across the 62 is GF. And we look for the biggest one. So the biggest one, since we're going from shortest to longest, so the biggest angle 63, so the one across 63 is FE. And that should be the biggest. Now you may see it written like that. You can also see it written like that. So GE is less than, because it's the smallest one, GF is less than FE. Okay, so you can also see it like that. Okay, that's another way to write it. All right, so we're still going from shortest to longest again. So we look, this is my smallest angle, 36. So the side across it is LM. Okay, and then we have the next number is 46, and across it is LN. And then the biggest angle is angle L with 98. So then the side across is NM. Now you can also write it as LM is less than, since we're going from shortest to longest, LN is less than NN. Okay, that's another way to write it. Okay. This one, they don't give us a picture. If they don't give you a picture, you need to draw it. Okay, you can't get away with not drawing these. So V, W, X, they tell us V is 50. And then they also tell us that W is 48. And they tell us X is 82. Okay, so we start off with the smallest one. The smallest one is angle W, which is 48. And across angle W is going to be VX. When we go to the next one, it would be 50, which is angle V, and across from angle V would be WX. And then, sorry, the line came out on the wrong spot. And then the biggest angle is going to be angle X with 82. So the side of angle X is VW. Okay. So then the next one says triangle STU. So we're going to draw another picture. STU. S is 50. T is 70. And U, we don't know, but that's okay because we know the three angles of a triangle should add up to an 80. So we're going to go ahead and subtract the 50 and the 70, and that gives us 60. Okay? So now the smallest angle is going to be angle S, which is 50. So the side across angles S is TU. Then the next one is 60. So the side across angle U is ST. And then the biggest angle is going to be 70 degrees. So the side across the 70 degrees is SU. Okay. I forgot to put the less than signs here. Less than, because we're going from smallest to biggest. All right. So then the next one, they do the same thing again. They don't put all the angles, so we're just going to have to write it 180 minus 102 minus 46. Let me go ahead and punch that in real quick. 180 minus 102 minus 46. That gives us 32. So we have 32 as the smallest angle. So side across to 32 is CD. And then we have 46 as the next one. So side across that is AB. And then we have the 102 is the biggest side. Across that is CA. Okay. You would put the less than signs, or you can put the commas. It just depends on the problem and how they're asking for the answer. But I'm just showing you guys both ways. This next one is angle E is 48. Okay, this is the smallest one. So across 48 is FD. And it is going to be less than the next one. Both of these are the same, the 66 and 66. Well, across 66, one of them is ED, and it's equal to FD. Was it FD? No, EF, sorry. Erase FE. That's it. Okay, this one we're still going from smallest to largest. Okay, so here this time they give us the sides and we're going to have to give the angle. So if we look at the sides, the smallest side is LK. So across LK is angle J. And then the next one would be the 16, and across the 16 is angle K. And then the next one is the 18, and across the 18 is angle L. Okay, moving to the next one. We have the smallest side is KM, which is 13. So angle L. And then the next one is going to be the 18, which is across from angle M. And then across angle K is going to be the 20. So angle K. That's the biggest side. Okay, this next one, they don't give us a triangle, so we have to draw it RQP. So QP, they tell us is 15. RP, they tell us is 25. And then RQ is 13. So then they want us to order the angles from smallest to biggest. So the smallest side is RQ, which makes angle P the smallest angle. Okay, then the one in the middle is the 15, and that is across angle R. And then the next one is going to be across angle Q is 25, which is the biggest side. All right, so here we have in TUV. So of course we're going to have to draw the triangle. We have T, U, and V. So UV, they tell us is 17. And then TV is 14. And TU is 9. Okay, so the smallest side is the 9. And that is across angle Y. So angle, oh no, not Y, sorry, it's V. And then the next one is 14, which is across angle U. And then the last one is the 17, which is across angle T. And that's it. Okay, this next one says, list the sides of triangle ABC in order from shortest to longest if the angles of triangle ABC have the following measures. So once again, you have to draw the triangle. We have triangle A, B, and C. This is 10x, this is 5x minus 17, and then this is 7x minus 1. Okay, so we don't even know the angles. But what we do know is that the three angles of a triangle should add up to 180. So we're going to have to figure out what these angles are. So we add the x's first. 10 plus 5 plus 7 is going to give us 22x. We're going to equal it to 180. Okay, so we added the x's. Now we're going to add the numbers. So negative 17 minus 1 is negative 18. This is equal to 180. So we start off by adding the 18 first. We get 22x equals 188. And then we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 22. So let me see. 198 divided by 22, that gives us 9. So x is equal to 9. Okay, so we can find the angles. This one is going to be 90. I'm just going to write over it. This one, 7 times 9 is 63 minus 1. This one's going to be 62. And then, you know what, this is too messy, sorry. It's bothering me. This is going to be 90. This one's going to be 62. And then the 5x minus 17, so 5 times 9 minus 17 gives us 28. This one's going to be 28. Okay, so this actually ends up being the smallest angle. So then the smallest side is going to be AC. Okay, that is going to be less than. So let's go ahead and see the next one, 62, and across 62 is AB. But AB is still smaller than the biggest side, which is the side across the 90. So that's a big angle, which is BC. Okay, and I believe, is that it? No, there's still one more. So here it tells you in triangle DEF. All right, it's the same thing. So we have triangle DEF. Now they tell us from D to E is 2x plus 6. They tell us from E to F is 3x minus 5. And they tell us from D to F is 4x plus 3. Okay, these are the sides. These are not the angles, so these do not add up to 180, okay? It tells you the perimeter of the triangle is 31. So that means that they add up to 31. So please, please, please don't get that mixed up. The angles add up to 180. The sides don't have a set number that they add up to, okay? This equals 180. Okay, so we combine our like terms first. 2x, 3x, and 4x is 9x. 6, negative 5, and 3 is 4. This is equal to 31. I don't know what I did. It should have been 31. I say don't add it up to 180, and then I write the 180. Sorry about that. This should equal 31 because the perimeter is 31. Okay, we are going to solve for x. So we subtract the 4 first, and that gives us 27. We divide by 9, and we get x equals 3. Okay, so now that we know that x is equal to 3, we plug it in here. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 6 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9, minus 5 is 4. And then 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So since we're going from smallest to largest, we have the smallest one is going to be the 4. So across the 4 is angle D. And then the next one is going to be the 12. Across the D is angle F. And then we have across the E is going to be 15, which is the biggest side. And that's it. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.